If they're gonna bite, it's gonna be a little fish.
There we go. Let's see.
Up.
Oh, poquito. I guess you're right. Oh, that's a good way to start the video. If they're gonna bite, they're gonna be little fish. Look at the words of encouragement from Roger and Reel there.
Well, you know, that's what the screen reveals. So.
Oh, guys, what's up? I promise you I'm not making this up when I tell you yet again we are at a new lake. Yes, we are at a lake we've never fished before. It's a little baby guy. It's a little small guy. Excited to be here. How big is this one?
1,000 acres.
1,000 acres.
It's not very big.
1,000 acres sounds like a lot, but it's not a lot. We're looking for fish and stuff like this. We're gonna use side imaging and down imaging today to teach y'all how to find structure to find fish today. That's what today's video is all about. So y'all stick around. We're gonna keep deck flipping some more of them.
Whoa!
There you go.
Talked it into existence.
What's the word on this lake?
The word on this lake is catching.
Yeah.
I don't know what's...
So the lake record is
1.7.
1.7. So we know we're looking for what, average fish, good fish.
A pound.
You know,
0.8 to probably pound.
Probably 11 to 12 inch range, which is fantastic for filling dinner plates.
Yeah.
We have been out here for a total of like, I don't know, 20 minutes so far.
Yeah.
We started on this lake with a little e-scouting on the internet, looking at topography lines. Given this time of year, we know that the water temperature is 83 degrees. So that means the fish are gonna be in that 10 to 14 foot, 10 to 15 foot range this time of year. So that's what we did. We got online, looked at some topography maps, figured out where the deepest parts of this lake is. Now this lake's pretty shallow. It's over here just, I wouldn't call this East Texas. I'd call it like North Central, maybe. Anyway, got on the map. It's not very shallow. The deepest part of this lake is about 20 feet deep, which is good and bad, depending on how you look at it. So what we're doing is focusing on that 10 to 14 foot range today. We're using side imaging and side down scan, and we're gonna find fish. Now, with a lake like this, you may not find the biggest structure. The structure may be, like I just showed you on the screen, it may be just a patch of grass. It may be just a stump that's in the lake on the bottom. It's hard to say when you go to a new lake, but when it's this shallow, these fish will hug any type of structure they can find, and that's all we're doing is checking those out. My dad's trying out his new Hammer series by Crappie Magnet. We're not sponsored by them or anything. They just came out with them, so we wanted to put it to the test. And so far, to be completely honest with you, he's mopping me up with it, but let's keep looking for these fish and see if we can get on some more of them. So now is the hunting portion of breaking down a new lake and trying to find structures. So what I do is this is my primary tactic right here. I know I've made videos on 2D, I've made videos on live scope. This is primarily how we find new structure, how we find new stuff to fish. I'll put the Humminbird into side imaging. I have it out to 75 feet just because of how shallow the water is. You're gonna be able to see stuff very, very easily. What you're looking for is looking for any structure, anything that's on the bottom that's casting a shadow. Anything that's attached to the bottom. You're gonna have tons of fish that are in the water column, tons of stuff that's in the water column that you're gonna see. What we're doing is, it won't be big, okay? I'm just flat out, it won't be big. But what you wanna do is pay attention to shadows, okay? So what we have here is there's a bunch of structure. So see that tree branch right there, that tree right there, that tree, that tree, that tree, and you see how they're all sitting on the bottom, and you can see the shadows are overcast. Let's just zoom in on that, for example. See, you can see that stump right there, that log, and there's a shadow on the back side of it. That's the stuff you're looking for. So what you'll do is you'll find stuff like that that's kind of taller. If it's elevated off the ground, you want to stop and check it out. Now, I'm going by the point that we already hit. So what I'll do is I'll look to see, okay, what does that stump look like that we caught our first 4 or 5 fish on, just as a point of reference so that I know what I'm looking for when it comes to this body of water. And then you can see on the water over there, see the grass, and then you can see on the edge of my scan right here, you can see the grass that comes out a little bit, and you can see that it comes out a little bit right there off that point. Just learning these things and looking for these things are what you got to do as an angler when you're breaking down new water. Don't let it intimidate you, and also don't be afraid to stop and check a bunch of stuff. Like as soon as you see something like right here, we're in a new part of the water and there's a big old stump right there. So I'm gonna say, hey, I found one. I'm gonna touch on the screen right there at the base of that little pile. I'm gonna turn my motor off. Then I'm gonna put the crosshairs at the very base of that structure. I'm gonna hit go to, and I'm gonna hit cursor. What that does is that trolling motor is now going to start driving us over to that area, and that spot is 86 feet to our right rear. So now we found the structure, we've marked it, and we've told our trolling motor, hey, get your butt over there. So what we'll do is we'll cruise over there, we'll leave the scope in the water, and then we'll check it to see. So let's hop up on the front and see what's on this structure, if anything. Okay guys, remember, this is what it looks like on side imaging. This is what it looks like, that little bump right there, right?
Right, 3 clicks.
So what we want to do is I want to show you what it looks like on the scope now. So we've pulled up, there it is right there. So you see, there is that bump right there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna now spot lock close to it, like I always say, 30 to 40 feet from it, and we're gonna kind of creep up on it just a little bit. So what are you saying?
Go closer. You're at 35 feet, so I don't like 35 feet. I like it at 20.
Yeah, so we're gonna get it to within 20 because it's a small structure and we're using small baits. So now what we're gonna do is grab our pole, we're gonna fish it and see if we can connect on one. Hopefully the thing goes full cycle. Let's see.
I'm ready, sir. I got my pole.
What you got your pole? You ready? All right. Now with your remote, you can really dial in what you want to do. If you have spot lock, plus minus left right is all within 5 foot increments factory out of the box when you're spot locked. So there we go. I'm dropping down to it. I'm gonna close my bail right over it. I'm gonna drag it right through that structure, and if there's anything on it that's interested, we may have a hookup. Oh, got him. I knew there was one down there. I knew there was one down there that wanted the juice. Oh, no, no.
Put him in the boat.
Put him in the boat, Terry. Bam, full cycle, son. So that's how it is. We saw it on the side imaging, we marked it, we went over to it, and then we caught one.
See, now I want to throw on top of it just because you caught one.
Right, so golly, that's genuinely, guys, that's how we break down every pile that we go to. Now, I was in the mud and then I had to stop it at the pile. But guys, look, you see, it's not like this magnum huge school bus sized pile. It just looks like some maybe grass, I don't know.
It's literally, let's see, starts about the 14, goes to the 18, so it's 4 foot.
Yep.
Whatever it is only 4 foot across.
But it has fish in it.
Oh, it's got fish.
Now, we got to be totally transparent with you guys. If this was a tournament, we'd already left. Already been gone. But if you're here to get dinner, you know, break it down. Cast a couple times. Oh!
3 foot pile.
Hey, 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 hey. Now that's a keep.
Got a nice fish.
That's a keep. That's a nice keep right there.
3 foot pile. Ah! Bam!
There you go. That's what I'm saying, guys. If you got 10 piles that are 3 foot wide each and they give up 2 fish each, well, guys, that's a good day of fishing.
Sticking.
Oh, stick and move.
That's a nice fish too.
That is. Oh, I got one too. We doubled.
Crawdad.
Hey. Oh, get in the boat. Hold on. Oh,
They want that crawdad
look,
today.
that little pile, that little speed bump.
Ain't no bigger than a 5-gallon bucket upside down.
But look at the nice fish, dude.
Yeah.
Nice fish.
Really good.
You got it on that, I got it on a hand tied.
Oh, you had something different.
That's it, I did. Caught them all on my Outlaw Crappie pole. Go ahead, check them out at fishoutlaw.com. Shameless plug. All right. And guys, look, that pile, look at it. I mean, seriously, it's nothing.
It's an upside down 5-gallon bucket.
It's, I mean, golly, it's nothing. All right, guys, so back at the helm here, as they say in the captaining world. So again, just got my ranges set out to 75 foot to the left and the right. My sensitivity, I have it at 19. You can go up or down on that with whatever you want. Guys, whenever we're doing this, I do not stow the trolling motor or the live scope. Some people do.
Turn the trolling motor
off. I know,
off.
I got it. Some people do, I do not. We don't go fast enough to warrant it. Now what I will tell you to do is get your trolling motor in line, so get it straight. So what we're doing is we're cruising and we're looking for structures, looking for anything that might be fishable. So like that thing is huge, whatever that is, and it's off to our left rear, which is good because it's in deeper water. So we're gonna hit that, and just like, I mean, that fast, guys. That's how fast we bounce around these spots. Kill the motor, hit go to, we're gonna cruise on over there. It's 89 feet to our left rear, over there, and we're gonna see. Maybe it's a pile of rocks, maybe it's a pile of nothing, maybe it's a pile of lost hopes and dreams. We don't know until we fish it. So what I'm gonna do is get the boat turned around, get over there, we're gonna go check it. But that is how fast we do this. You just get on the motor, turn on your side scan, and you just look left and right for structures and stuff as you go. Now, if you're a specific type of fisherman, that will decide whether you go to it or not. So we wanna hit everything. Crappie hang out on rocks, they hang out on trees, they hang out on everything. So if you're a bass fisherman and you're looking specifically for rocks, that's basically what we're going to, is a rock pile. I want to go over here, see what this rock pile is looking like, if there's anything on it or not. We're 49 feet from it. Is it what we already hit?
I don't see it, so.
Okay. So we're at it, and it didn't really turn out to be anything, and that's okay. That's what happens when you do this stuff. But like I was saying, if you're like a bass fisherman and you're looking for rock piles, then
That's
just
when we hit.
Huh?
Mark, that's when we hit.
Just learn and teach yourself what rock piles look like. If you're a crappie fisherman and you only want to fish standing timber, then learn what standing timber looks like. Like, standing timber is going to be tall in the water and cast a long shadow. Rocks are going to be shorter on the ground and they're going to cast not that much of a shadow. So like these, see this pile I just marked is a rock pile. It's got a bunch of rocks around it, and they're short and they're close to the ground. Sorry, I'm doing 100 things at once and I'm getting kind of caught up there. But brush piles are gonna be kind of tall, they're gonna have branches, and they're gonna have shadows that look like that. So just kind of pick apart what it is you specifically want to fish and target that and learn what that looks like through y'all's lens and fish that. So that's a good pile, right? That's a good image right there of what would be standing timber. So see how you have those two blobs that are standing straight up, and then those shadows are cast to the right and they're cast pretty far? That's what a standing tree would look like. And so we're in the deepest part of the lake right now because we know these fish are about 10 feet deep, and we're just gonna scan. So Roger Rail just found one, so we're gonna turn it off and we're gonna spot lock here. And this is what, he's like a GSP. Look at, what do you got? What do you got?
Yeah, there's something over there.
So now, tell us what you saw in here to warrant going to look at it.
See that big old hot spot that's up and down right there?
Yeah, it's the hottest thing on the in the range.
Which means it's something dense. Hotter it is, the denser it is. And it may be nothing, but
right, and so
there it is,
yeah,
60 feet to the right.
Bait ball sheds also can look like that. So the trick is to pull up to it, see what it is, check it out, and maybe deck flip 10 fish again. Let's get on to it. I can't talk to you on drive, so let's get on the pile and deck flip some fish. All right, guys, what we did was pushed around this point here. Used the scope this time. We were using the scope. I didn't think y'all would want to see that because I've done several videos on that, and I don't know. If you want me to put it, let me know. But little twin action, double trouble.
Yeah.
You are the orange jig spokesman today, dude. That new jig, you like it. I'm glad, because you don't typically have a favorite color.
Today, this is the color.
Or a favorite jig. Usually you're just, you know, blowing through them. All right, guys, so now, look, see this string of docks right here? What we're gonna do is use our side scan, and instead of stopping at each structure, I'm gonna teach you another method real quick. What we're gonna do is, as we see structure, we're gonna mark it on the graph. We're gonna dink, mark, dink, mark, dink, mark, and then we're gonna do a big U-turn, and we're gonna come back, and then we're gonna fish them. So, again, just looking for stuff in the water that looks interesting. Now, this one be a little bit more picky. Figure out what size structure you wanna hit, which stuff like this size is gonna be interesting. But we've already hit that section right there, which is the transducers at the back of the boat, so we're scanning behind the boat. So we've already seen most of this stuff. So what we're gonna do is just kind of cruise here at about 2 miles an hour, and we're gonna mark structures as we see them, guys. So like that right there, we're gonna mark that, mark, waypoint, X, hit play, and then we're gonna watch. We're gonna watch. We're gonna watch. We're gonna watch. We're gonna keep watching. We're gonna keep watching. So we're looking. We're looking. We're looking. We're looking. We're looking. We're looking. Again, we're staying in line with these docks, guys. We're walking up because this is the depth that they're at. Now look at that big old pile right there. See that big old mark right there? We're gonna mark that one. That's gonna be a nice tree right there. So mark, waypoint, X, hit play. That way we can get back on them and just keep scanning, guys. And what we're doing is we're building basically a fishing line that we're gonna follow up. So I'm staying off about 20 feet from the docks, 20 feet from the docks, but about 100 feet off the actual bank. And we're just looking, and we're just trying to scan and see. See that big old, look at those, see those shadows? See all those shadows right there?
4 feet deep.
Oh yeah, so we're gonna just mark that pile right there. Mark, waypoint, X, play, and we're gonna keep on scanning, guys. Now keep in mind, these docks usually have a lot, most people put Christmas trees and stuff at the end of the docks, and that's why you just wanna kind of run through and check them real quick, just to see. And there's a ton of structure on this, on these sides.
So there's no water. How deep are we?
Huh?
How deep are we?
Oh, 6 feet.
We're in 2.9 up here.
Yeah. Waypoint and then play. Okay. So trying to drive and do that with him on the bow. So we marked about 4 or 5 good spots. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna do a big U-turn. You can see it behind me. We're gonna do a big U-turn. We're gonna go back to the head of those docks up there that we were at, and and we're gonna come back and fish it now. But now, the reason we're doing that is because the wind is blowing down the docks this way. If the wind was blowing this way, I would go that way. That's why we're doing the U-turn. So now we're gonna do a U-turn to get our boat into the wind. That way we can strategically work our way up through the wind, because remember, when you use spot lock, the wind always is gonna be at your front. So now we're gonna strategically work our way up the wind, up the docks, and up the wall in a lot easier fishery. The way we were doing it, you have to pass the pile and then go back to it, which can be cumbersome. It can be confusing if you don't really understand boat control, and that's okay. Another thing that I'm doing now is while I'm doing the big U-turn, I'm also checking while we're driving, because hey, we're out here at 9-10 feet deep of water, which is where they want to be. So as we do the U-turn, we want to check out here as well, and if there's anything that pops up, we'll do the same thing. We'll mark it, we'll keep going. Once we get back to where we started, we're gonna pick back up, and then we're going to strategically do it. Now, when you want to do the other side, you would go back down the lake and then work back up. I always like to fish into the wind. I feel like I find it to be easier than trying to fight the wind, because if you mark a spot and then stop with the wind to your back, your boat's going to swing and be over the pile, and we don't want that. We want to be in front of the pile and not over the pile. So we're almost back to there. I'm going to throw you on the chest. We're going to hit that first big pile. So guys, look, we're back at the head of our path. We marked that one, that one, that one, that one. So now what we're gonna do is, if we hit that mark, we're gonna hit go to point, and we're gonna tell the trolling motor, mosey its butt on over that way so we can get on some of them big old piles we found. So let's grab our pole and see what's up. There you go. There you go, sir. There you go. There you go,
fish on it.
Slab daddy. Go ahead. Woo! All right, the reel I hooked up to something insane. What is it? Big old
bass.
flish? Huh?
Big old bass.
Big old, oh, slowly, slowly, slowly. Dude. I was over here bass fishing. Isn't that something? Let's see. Come on, come on, come on. Holy buckets, dudes. Holy buckets. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my gosh, dude.
That bass.
Dude. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me?
A little crawdad.
Dude, I don't even know what to say.
That's a nice one. That's a good doggone bass. That's probably, oh, he's pushing almost 5.
Dude.
He's pushing 5.
Are you kidding me?
Big old bucket mouth.
Look at that thing. Dude. I don't know if I have a scale or not. Let's get some pictures though.
It's all good.
Man.
Big fish. He's pushing 5.
Let's get some pictures though. Look at that thing. Yeah. Good night, dude. Let me hold it, just so I can say I held it. Dude.
It's a nice one. Big old bug eyes.
Good night. Look at that thing. Guys. Look at that. Okay, here. You gonna put it back?
Yeah. Put him back.
Good night, dude.
Beautiful bass.
Let's get that release.
Man, that's a beautiful bass.
What a beautiful fish that is, huh? There you go. Go back, do your thing.
Fighter.
Green sucker too.
Come back.
Caught on that light tackle. Oh man.
Good one.
All I know is I was standing there and what'd you say to me?
Get the net.
All he said, get the net. Okay. Hey, if he said get the net, dude, you got to get the net. Holy buckets. All right, so that pile didn't offer as much as we wanted it to. It got that big old bass. So now we're going to go to the next one. We're going to hit go to point, and it's going to drive us to the next one. And that's what it's all about, guys. Is you're just kind of strategically picking it apart. You're going spot to spot to spot, finding what they want. So we were the shallowest we've been all day right here, and they didn't really react that much to it. So that's good to note. That's the stuff that you got to keep in your back pocket. So they are wanting to stay at that 10-ish foot range deep is where they want to be at. So we're going to go to this next spot, and then the next spot, and then that may be it. I'll let y'all know, but we're going to check these spots, and then we'll see how we're doing from there. Almost got a one-man limit so far, which is great for the first time ever on a brand new body of water. So we're going to keep on pushing now. Oh man, there we go. Sorry guys, we've been scanning for a hot minute. So what we did is we went deep, didn't find much deep, came across the main lake, didn't find much main lake, so then we came across this point at this same depth, this 8 to 10 foot range. Oh, what the heck? And now we're gonna drop down on it, try to reel in a mess of them. What do you think, sir?
Yeah.
And again, guys, it's a little structure. It's nothing huge. Nothing huge, but it looks like it's gonna hold some fishy fish, which is all we need. There we go. Oh, there we go, guys. Bam. Nice ones too. Nice ones too. There we go. Oh man. Nice slabs, dude. Good fish. Ooh, was it you? There you go. Yeah, I saw that. hey.
Yeah,
there you go.
Crappie.
There you go. See if I can't, would it be a double if I catch it now or no? Probably not. 10 feet, I guess we scooted forward. 10 feet out, which is right here. What are you trying to do, sir? I can help you out.
That forward back on. So we can get it off the
There we go.
feet. Yeah.
There we go, guys. There we go. Just like that. Reel them in.
That's a good one.
That's a good one right there, guys. Yeah, that's a good one right there. Oh, man. That's what you're after. That is what you're after, guys. Man, I hope you picked something up today. Look at that thing. Oh, Roger Reel got on some slab nasties. Here we go. Come on. Deck flip. Whee!
Yeah. Nice
Got
pop.
that double trouble. Oh man, guys, you know, if you use a scope, they don't stay in the boat. Guys, I hope y'all pick something up today. That's typically how we break down lakes. This is what I would call how to use side imaging to find and attack structure in a lake that you've never been to before. It takes a lot of scanning, a lot of structure. What are we at right now, Dad?
That was 28.
That was number 28 on the day. We've been here for like 2 hours, I think, 3 hours. Something like that. Real hot in the morning, so I want y'all to take another key takeaway for y'all. We started with overcast and it was cool. Then that sun came up and it's super bright and hot now. The difference is when that sun came up super hot, these fish started to go real tight to structure and get real down in the mud. Just you keep that in your mind as well. As it gets warmer during the day, as it gets warmer in the day, the fish can move and they will move. So anyway, I just ruined the spot. I gotta go find it. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, I think you'll like this one. We'll catch y'all on the next one. Shout out to Outlaw Crappie Poles and Native Angler Apparel for keeping us dressed to death, looking fresh. Always check them out, nativeanglerapparel.com and fishoutlaw.com. Guys, appreciate you. Check this video out right here. Peace.